Thanksgiving and welcome to Good Morning Football. You know, Matthew Stafford has a lot of history on Thanksgiving in this day. He actually has the most passing yards in Thanksgiving history since 1970. He's got a lot of passing touchdowns as well. He's not playing, and neither is his backup, the backup's backup. Rookie David Blau will be starting for Detroit as they welcome Chicago to town. This is our show. We're presented by Intuit QuickBooks. We are live in New York City. This is Keenan Allen. This is Peter Schrager. This is Dave Burleson. I am Kay Adams. Quickly do your explanation.
I had a challenge with Keenan Allen, of the wide receiver of the Chargers, that he could not score a touchdown against the Chiefs in Mexico. Sure enough, he did. He immediately called me out on Twitter, and I said I will wear your jersey for the whole show for a whole week, even on a national holiday. I love you, Keenan Allen. Thank you.
Even when the Chargers aren't playing, they're probably
not playing
off today. You're
not playing. I haven't played in a long time.
Representing them.
It's not topical in any way.
It's time for the
Lead Block.
Love it. Let's bring in Stacey Dale. She's live with us in Detroit this morning. Stacey, happy Thanksgiving to you. What can you tell us about how the Lions wide receivers will be relied upon today against the Bears?
Hey, Kay, we'll see how they'll be affected by the rookie quarterback and David Blau starting, but there's no question they've been special this season. And Kenny Golladay and Marvin Jones, a combined 16 touchdowns. Each of them have 8. That's good for second in the NFL. And if you guys talk to defensive coordinator Chuck Pagano with the Bears, which I did this week, just incredible respect for what they pose in terms of the threat down the field. And he said they're dynamic. We're going to have to change our coverages, disguise a bunch of things, and certainly be tight in coverage. And what's really helped this team, the Lions, is the addition of Bo Scarborough, you guys. The second year back, we think, has found a home here with these Lions. He had 98 rush yards against the Redskins on Sunday. He's opened up that zone read run game, which has helped the receivers. But again, guys, David Blau, what are we going to see from him? Some of the concerns about him coming out of college was his deep throw and the accuracy with it. Will he be able to get them the ball today against the Bears?
This Lions squad has lost 4 straight now. They have a bottom 10 defense as well. Maybe Trubisky and the Bears can get right on the road on Thanksgiving. Thanks so much, Stacey Dales. We'll check in with you throughout this Thanksgiving morning. And every Turkey Day, we get the classic shot of the MVP of the day, eating the giant room temperature turkey leg that has been sitting there for hours. It's a tradition like no other. So let's consider all 3 of these games, guys. Bears, Lions, Bills, Cowboys, and Saints, Falcons to wrap it up when you've had your nap probably and tryptophan out. Who is eating the turkey leg tonight?
Ooh, all 3 games?
Yeah, out of all 3 games.
I'm going to go with those Cowboys.
Yeah.
As much as I can appreciate what the Bills have done, being at home, understanding the energy, understanding the fact that they have to save their season, I feel like the Cowboys are going to have a game.
Give us a player.
Dak?
I'm going to go with Ezekiel Elliott.
Okay.
This is the game that he's meant to play in. And then we just talked to Jerry yesterday, right? And he talked about the red kettle.
Sure, Salvation
He
Army.
said, I want you to go in this end zone.
Yeah, and I feel like Ezekiel Elliott's going to be jumping in there twice.
He's going to do it 2 times.
Yeah,
Okay.
2 touchdowns.
Things around. I think it's going to be a quarterback from Purdue, a guy that did a lot of great things in college, and a guy that's playing on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, the Saints.
Not Drew Brees. Let's start the David Blau era.
Here we go.
Let's welcome David Blau into our lives.
Blau now.
Blau. Look, I love this story. I love the story. He is just the 3rd quarterback since 1950 to make his NFL debut under center on Thanksgiving Day. The other 2 guys didn't have as great a success as David Blau will. David Blau is going to become a household name at the end of today because of the miracle story. He was a backup on Purdue last year to start the season. He is now starting for the Detroit Lions, going against this vaunted Chicago Bears defense. David Blau, welcome to your life. Welcome to America. I'm here for it. David Blau's my guy.
We've seen backups ball.
We absolutely have. It's the year of the backup. What more fitting year for it than Thanksgiving afternoon for David Blau to throw 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Let it rip, Blau!
We did a whole show a couple of years ago about Scott Tolzien starting on Thanksgiving Day for the Colts. Blau now, and we do love the good story, and we love the underdog. You know who's going to be in the chicken leg or the turkey leg? It's going to be Khalil Mack. He's playing against David Blau from Purdue. And I got a vision, all right? I think the vision is going to be, all right, and here we have, there's Joe Flacco. Is that Blau? I don't think that anyone has any Blau footage anywhere in the world that we can run, but I think his footage is going to look like this today. I have a vision that's a double turkey leg. There's often like a whole ensemble, and I think that the double turkey leg is going to be Khalil Mack and Eddie Pinheiro of the Chicago Bears, the kicker, who's going to have 4 field goals, which is kind of interesting because You know, Eddie Piñeiro's got big personality. He's a little cheesy. So I think it's going to be like a mac and cheese celebration.
Oh. Mac and cheese.
Yeah, which brings me to Thanksgiving. There's a really polarizing thing with this about whether or not mac and cheese belongs on the Thanksgiving table.
Kyle, where you going with this?
Okay, I'll tell you where I'm going. The Lions put out a thing. They asked their players their favorite food on Thanksgiving. Linebacker Anthony Pittman, defensive tackle John Atkins, and our guy, defensive tackle Mike Daniels, all said mac and cheese was their favorite Thanksgiving food.
There's a common thread with those guys.
Okay, I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure what Stafford said, but it's never been on my table.
Stafford said the casserole.
Is that true? Mac and cheese is a fantastic food, undefeated.
You don't think of it as Thanksgiving?
No, I don't think that the Pilgrims were eating elbow macaroni and Velveeta.
They were eating ambrosia? Like, what are you talking about?
Well, the game has evolved.
They were eating Jell-O?
Okay, you said also mac and cheese not on the table, right?
Not on my table.
Not on my table. Also, Peter, not on yours?
Not on my, but I love it.
Nate, is it on your table?
I'm not going to turn it
Come
down.
on now. I mean, listen, for the last few years, you have made your way into the invite list of the barbecue. If you want to come to the barbecue, Christmas in Wakanda, Thanksgiving in Wakanda, we having mac and cheese,
This is our show.
So you're saying
This is our
that
show.
ex-players are the ones who like mac and cheese. I remember Nate once compared Antonio Brown to collard greens because he said he's got all that green, he's got a little ham in him, and I'm the only one who's ever met him, guys.
On that note, let's bring in our NFL Network insider, Ian Rappaport. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Ian, to you, and to yours, that beautiful family up there somewhere in New York. I don't know exactly where. Let's flip the page here for a minute and tell us about what's going on with this Falcons-Saints game. What's
Mac
up
and
with
cheese?
Julio Jones? What's up with Marshawn Lattimore? Because that is the matchup I'm looking forward to tonight.
I have a lot of thoughts about mac and cheese on a Thanksgiving table, but I'm sure next year we will hit this and really diagnose it. Let's talk about Julio Jones instead. He's dealing with an AC joint sprain in his shoulder, one that limited his availability last game, and obviously a short week makes it a little challenging. But from what I understand, the Falcons are optimistic that they will have Julio Jones on the field tonight. Certainly this is something the Saints are preparing for, as you would expect, because he's one of the best players in football, and he always plays. They just want to make sure that his shoulder is strong enough to get out there, so they'll probably test him pregame. And then the other half of this matchup, Marshawn Lattimore missed the last 2 games, guys, with a hamstring injury. I am told is expected to play today, so he is slated to make his return. We may actually get Julio versus Marshawn Lattimore on Thanksgiving, and I am here for this.
Yes, they have definitely missed him on the Saints side of things. It'll be an epic game in Atlanta tonight. But the boys here are arguing. I'm listening to your report on those guys. They're arguing about how many smoked turkeys and fried turkeys you've got going on over
Does he have mac and cheese on the table?
Casa de Rappaport.
Listening to Biggie. What's up?
Okay, two things going on with my Thanksgiving. One, my brother decided he wants to make the turkey this year. He asked me. I'm not going to say no because I'm not a jerk. So I didn't even get to smoke the turkey this year, which is so sad. And then we had a big family discussion about whether we're going to have mac and cheese on the table. My sister, whose son Mac loves mac and cheese, they win, so we will have mac and cheese on the Rappaport table. However, I will not eat it.
You can be against mac and cheese. You can just not have
He's got
it.
principles. And I know, Ian, you're not going to eat that non-smoked turkey either. I know you're not.